In our minds, we discover something powerful, the essence of positivity and its significant effect on our well-being. A positive thought possesses a distinct quality, a grace that shields us from the traps of obsession. Positive thoughts have an intriguing trait. They are less likely to constantly trouble you compared to negative ones. Unlike negative thoughts, which often strive to multiply and entangle us in a web of despair, positive thinking remains stable and content with its unique presence. It's an undeniable truth that our minds, as the architects of our experiences, wield considerable influence over our physical selves. An energy flow courses through us, and negative thoughts disrupt this harmony, creating internal blockages. Even traditional medicine acknowledges the connection between our dominant mental state and physical vitality, albeit with varying levels of acceptance. Most would agree that it's preferable to have good thoughts rather than unpleasant ones. As I've mentioned, negative thoughts can disrupt your energy flow and inevitably lead to stress. Consider the resonance within yourself when you're caught up in stress or repetitive negative thoughts. The discomfort and tangible reaction of your body. This illustrates the delicate link between mind and body, where disharmony disturbs the natural flow of life force. Think about times when you were mired in negative thoughts. How did your body respond? It's rarely a pleasant experience, right? It's crucial to understand that negative thoughts crave replication and expansion. They thrive by capturing our attention and generating more negativity. They spread rapidly. One bad thought leads to another. On the contrary, positive thoughts remain resilient, acting as a beacon of light without needing constant replication. They gracefully resist the temptation of obsessive multiplication, content with their simplicity. The mind, often a labyrinth of reflections, can sometimes ensnare us in its patterns. However, it's rare to find yourself trapped in obsessive good thoughts. Do you know why? Because positivity, unlike its counterpart, doesn't seek domination. It isn't driven to overwhelm our consciousness with relentless repetition, because positive thoughts don't require constant attention. They are content simply being a helpful guide without monopolizing all our focus. Imagine the simplicity of a thought that claims life is beautiful. I'm not referring to a deep, poetic expression. Rather, it's just a way of acknowledging that life can be wonderful. This kind of positive affirmation acts as a simple guide, pointing us toward experiencing life's beauty more deeply. Positive thoughts like these serve as small indicators leading us to good experiences. They don't overwhelm us, but simply highlight something positive. When we entertain a thought like the one I mentioned about life, even briefly, we can absorb our surroundings and transform them into a genuine experience. Think of a positive thought as a guide in these moments. It can work wonders. Now let's discuss how to shift from negative thinking to positive thinking. It's crucial. But the real breakthrough comes from realizing something beyond the thought itself. While positive thoughts are pleasant, they don't bring true liberation. True freedom emerges from discovering a space beyond all thought. Consider this. Negative thoughts demand your attention and identification. They thrive when you remain unaware, allowing them to persist in your life like a mental virus. If you identify with them and focus on them, they will grow. Some thoughts behave like stubborn viruses, occupying your mind or parts of it indefinitely. It's intriguing to examine this because these mental viruses can easily spread through entire groups of people. Nations, tribes, religions, or political movements, much like bodily viruses that proliferate and take root deeply. Our intentions alone aren't sufficient to change our thoughts. Without a shift in consciousness, good intentions might lead to more suffering. Once mental viruses establish themselves, they can have unimaginable consequences. Wisdom lies in recognizing that true freedom comes from transcending thought altogether. Positive thoughts are helpful guides, but genuine liberation is found beyond the constant stream of thoughts. Understanding this allows us to navigate the complexities of our minds and society, while avoiding the traps set by mental viruses that can dominate us. Like a virus that eventually fades away, sanity begins to reassert itself. It may not be perfect clarity of mind, but it's a return to some semblance of sanity compared to the extreme unconsciousness during the viral takeover. When individuals fall prey to mental viruses, their view of the world becomes skewed, influenced by a particular mindset. For instance, spending significant time online can foster these mental viruses. You encounter seemingly persuasive information, a complete fabrication that embeds itself in your mind, shaping and altering your perception of reality. This is especially apparent in the realm of conspiracy theories. While some may contain a grain of truth, many are fictitious constructs rooted in cultural narratives. Sometimes I feel the world seems quite chaotic, particularly in politics. I don't dismiss the possibility of conspiracies or bizarre events. However, the key advice here is to avoid getting entangled in the web of conspiracies. I genuinely believe our role is to be present, embodying a different state of consciousness, because engaging in conflict at the same level of unconsciousness is futile. To truly make a difference, we need to rise above the chaos by embodying a consciousness that surpasses the unconscious patterns prevalent in our world. Opting for positive thoughts is an important step, but we go beyond that by entering a space that transcends even thinking itself. As we delve into what exists beyond thought, we naturally observe a decrease in negative thoughts in our lives, especially as inner presence strengthens over time. The beauty of positive thoughts is their spontaneity. A large portion of your consciousness becomes independent from the thoughts swirling in your mind. A shift towards greater presence emerges, allowing you to appreciate life not through persuasion, but through direct experience of the present moment. That's why gratitude is also discussed here on the channel. Gratitude is a truly transformative force. It extends beyond simple things and signifies a profound appreciation for everything around us, further reinforcing our presence. Over time, saying thank you becomes secondary. Practicing gratitude can be incredibly beneficial on your journey, as it helps you recognize beauty in things that might otherwise go unnoticed. So practice giving thanks for life's simple pleasures. The way light dances on water with its tiny bubbles, a living and revitalizing substance. Appreciation transforms into a spiritual practice, an intentional act of being attentive to the world around you through presence. It's more than just expressing gratitude. It's about viewing life through the lens of being present. Everything surrounding us gains value and becomes a crucial part of our spiritual journey. Initially, it might feel like a deliberate practice, but over time, it naturally evolves into the essence of your daily life. Gratitude takes on a supportive role rather than being the main focus, while thoughts serve as guides pointing to something beyond their own realm. For many individuals, the onset of spiritual practice and self-discovery begins with a sudden awareness of being caught in negative thought patterns over the years. This moment marks an awakening where the veils are lifted, allowing people to see themselves not as entangled, but as observers of their mental processes. This marks the start of a journey toward spiritual awakening. The crucial step is recognizing the dominant thought processes that have influenced your life recently. It requires introspection on how these thoughts shape your understanding of others, the world, yourself, and your entire existence. This realization signifies a significant leap because it indicates that awareness or presence has indeed emerged. As you awaken to the nature of your predominant thoughts, a newfound awareness begins to unfold. You become an observer of the mental landscapes that once confined you. It's not merely about thinking positively or negatively. It's about grasping the essence of your thoughts and their influence on your perception of reality. This heightened awareness and newfound presence serve as catalysts for spiritual growth and mark the first step toward a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. Embracing this awareness allows for a shift in consciousness, paving the way for a transformative journey that transcends habitual thought patterns' limitations. Imagine presence as light illuminating the deepest corners of our consciousness. When we become aware of the present moment, this presence acts as a catalyst that elevates our consciousness beyond habitual thought patterns' constraints. Presence invites us to fully engage with the now, experiencing each moment without being overshadowed by past memories or future anxieties. By doing this, we broaden our awareness, moving away from the stagnation caused by automatic and repetitive thoughts that often lead to negativity. Being present allows us to create mental space to observe our thoughts, which is essential for breaking negative patterns. This awareness places us in a favorable position to identify these patterns before they become ingrained. The clarity gained from this expanded awareness helps us question and challenge automatic thoughts. This process is key to disrupting negative cycles, enabling us to stop identifying with these thoughts before they take control of us. Additionally, presence connects us with a deeper source of inner wisdom, allowing access to a higher consciousness that surpasses the duality of positive and negative thoughts. This higher consciousness guides us in understanding the true nature of thoughts, empowering us to choose those that uplift and nourish the mind. Presence not only elevates our consciousness, but also serves as a natural remedy for negative thought patterns. It gives us the ability to actively transform our relationship with thoughts, fostering a more positive and balanced mindset. On this journey, we find the freedom to choose thoughts that encourage personal growth, empathy, and joy. This ongoing practice not only liberates us from the confines of negative thinking, but also drives us toward a fuller and more meaningful life. It's undeniable that we are engaged in a fascinating inner journey. My perspective on this journey is grounded in a strong belief in everyone's capacity to transcend negative thought patterns. For me, presence isn't merely a technique. It's an ongoing awakening to the richness of the present moment. Understanding how thoughts shape our reality is a revelation that, once embraced, allows us to actively reshape our internal narrative. Throughout my journey, one thing has become increasingly clear. The depth of our connection with the present moment forms the foundation of our conscious existence. In my experience, I've found that when I'm truly present, I feel an inexplicable sense of peace, clarity, and purpose. When we decide to live with greater awareness and presence, we not only change our own reality, but also positively impact the world around us. Every moment of true awareness and every act of being present becomes a beacon of inspiration for those we encounter. It's important to understand that this transformation isn't a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. Being consistently present helps us gain a deep understanding of ourselves, peeling back the layers of conditioning that often hold us back. As we near the end of this journey, I want you to take away this message. Within you lies a universe of possibilities waiting to be explored. By choosing to live with intention and presence, you not only discover your limitless potential, but also inspire others to do the same. Embrace this journey with awareness, courage, persistence, and most importantly, unwavering belief in your ability to grow and thrive. I hope this message serves as a constant reminder of the transformative power of presence and our endless capacity to create a life full of meaning, purpose, and love. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video resonated with you, please like and subscribe to our channel. Share it with others who might benefit from this message, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching.